Imagine a world where the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, it floats away. Picture an apple not just falling to the ground, but instead it hovers, defying the very force that we take for granted every day. It drifts away, carried by invisible currents, never to touch the earth again. Where a toss in the air sends objects on an endless journey skyward. Imagine throwing a ball to a friend, only to watch it ascend indefinitely, disappearing into the vast expanse above. Every object, no matter how small or large, would embark on an unending voyage towards the heavens. This is a world without gravity, a fundamental force that shapes our universe. Gravity, the force that binds us to our planet, that orchestrates the dance of celestial bodies, would be conspicuously absent. The very fabric of our reality would be altered in unimaginable ways. Gravity is the invisible glue that holds us to the Earth, keeps our planet in orbit, and dictates the very structure of the cosmos. It is the force that ensures we remain grounded, that our planet follows its path around the sun, and that galaxies maintain their majestic spirals. Without gravity, the universe as we know it would cease to exist. The stars that light up our night sky, the galaxies that stretch across the cosmos, all owe their existence to this fundamental force. Without it, the universe would be a vastly different and likely unrecognizable place. Stars and planets would never have formed, and life itself would be impossible. The very building blocks of matter would fail to coalesce, leaving a void where vibrant worlds and life-sustaining environments once thrived. But what if, for a moment, we could suspend the laws of physics and imagine a scenario where gravity simply switched off? What if, in an instant, the force that has governed our existence since the dawn of time was no longer in play? The implications are both fascinating and terrifying. What would happen to our planet, our civilization, and ourselves? How would we cope with the sudden loss of such a crucial force? The very foundation of our world would be shaken and the consequences would be profound. The consequences would be nothing short of catastrophic. The sky, once a familiar and comforting sight, would become a source of dread as we watch everything we know and love drift away. Imagine a sudden jarring shift as the force tethering us to the earth disappears. The ground beneath our feet would no longer be a safe haven, but a launch pad sending us into the unknown. Everything not firmly secured would be sent hurtling into space. People, cars, buildings, even the very air we breathe. The world as we know it would be in chaos, with objects and people alike floating aimlessly, untethered from the ground. The Earth itself would begin to disintegrate, its once solid ground crumbling as the immense pressure at its core is released. The very structure of our planet, held together by gravity, would start to fall apart, leading to unimaginable destruction. Oceans would rise up, forming colossal waves that would dwarf the tallest mountains. The seas, no longer held in place by gravity, would surge uncontrollably, creating waves of unprecedented magnitude. The atmosphere would dissipate into the vacuum of space, leaving behind a barren and lifeless rock. The air we rely on to breathe would vanish, and our planet would become an inhospitable wasteland, devoid of life and vitality. In the first few moments, the most immediate change would be the unsettling sensation of weightlessness. Imagine standing on solid ground one moment and then, without warning, feeling your feet lift off the surface. The sensation would be akin to the sudden drop you feel on a roller coaster, but in reverse. We are so accustomed to the feeling of gravity pulling us down, that its absence would be disorienting, to say the least. Everyday actions like walking, sitting, or even holding objects would become impossible tasks. The confusion and panic would spread rapidly as people try to make sense of their new reality, but this would be the least of our worries. The structural integrity of our world relies heavily on gravity. Without it, the consequences would be catastrophic. Buildings, no longer anchored to the ground, would begin to crumble and collapse. Skyscrapers, bridges, and homes would disintegrate, turning into floating debris. The very infrastructure that supports our daily lives would fail us. Cars would take flight, transforming into deadly projectiles. Imagine vehicles, once confined to roads, now drifting aimlessly through the air, colliding with anything in their path. The streets would become a chaotic mess of floating metal. People would float helplessly into the air, their bodies subject to the whims of inertia and any stray gusts of wind. Without gravity, there would be no way to control our movements, leaving us vulnerable to the elements and the floating debris around us. The chaos would be unimaginable. The sky would be filled with a mix of debris, vehicles, and people, all drifting without direction. The once orderly world would descend into anarchy. Imagine a world where up and down have lost all meaning, where the ground beneath your feet is no longer a source of support, but a launching pad into the abyss. The very concept of stability would be erased, leaving us in a perpetual state of freefall. The very fabric of our existence would unravel in an instant. Our understanding of the world, built on the foundation of gravity, would be shattered, leaving us to navigate a new, terrifying reality. On a larger scale, the Earth itself would experience dramatic changes. No longer held in orbit by the sun's gravity, our planet would embark on a solitary journey through space. Like a ball released from a string, Earth would drift aimlessly, its trajectory unpredictable and potentially disastrous. The delicate balance of our solar system would be thrown into disarray. Planets would collide, moons would be flung from their orbits, and the sun, no longer tethered by the gravitational pull of its planets, would expand and engulf its inner planets. The cosmic dance we call our solar system would descend into chaos. One of the most critical consequences of a gravity-free world would be the loss of our atmosphere. The air we breathe, a delicate layer of gases held in place by gravity, would dissipate into the vacuum of space. Without the weight of the atmosphere pressing down on us, our bodies would be exposed to the harsh radiation of space and the extreme temperatures of the cosmos. Breathing would become impossible, not only due to the lack of oxygen but also because the very act of respiration relies on the weight of the atmosphere to inflate our lungs. Without this pressure, our lungs would struggle to function, and we would suffocate within minutes. Section 5. Oceans Unleashed. A tsunami of epic proportions. The oceans, no longer held in check by gravity, would unleash their fury upon the land. Massive walls of water, towering miles high, would surge across continents, obliterating everything in their path. Coastal cities would be wiped off the map, and entire land masses would be reshaped by the relentless power of water. The very composition of the oceans would change. Without gravity to maintain the delicate balance of salinity and pressure, the oceans would become a chaotic mix of water, dissolved gases, and marine life, all churning in a deadly maelstrom. Section 6. The human cost, survival in jeopardy. In the face of such cataclysmic events, human survival would be highly unlikely. The combined effects of atmospheric loss, global flooding, and the sheer physical trauma of being flung about in a gravity-free environment would be insurmountable for most. Those fortunate enough to find shelter would face a bleak and uncertain future. Without gravity, agriculture would be impossible, and access to clean water would be a constant struggle. The delicate web of life that sustains us would collapse, leaving behind a desolate and unforgiving world. Section 7. Beyond Earth. Cosmic Consequences. The consequences of a gravity-free universe would extend far beyond our planet. Stars would cease to exist as the immense gravitational pressure that drives nuclear fusion in their cores would disappear. Galaxies would disintegrate, their spiral arms unwinding as the gravitational glue holding them together vanishes. The universe, once a tapestry of stars, planets, and galaxies, would become a cold, dark, and utterly lifeless void. The very fabric of spacetime would unravel, and the universe as we know it would cease to exist. Section 8. Gravity's grip, a force we take for granted. Gravity, though often overlooked in our daily lives, is the fundamental force that shapes our universe. It holds us to the Earth, guides the planets in their orbits, and dictates the very structure of the cosmos. Without gravity, the universe as we know it would not exist. The hypothetical scenario of a gravity-free world, while impossible according to our current understanding of physics, serves as a stark reminder of the delicate balance that makes life on Earth possible. It highlights the interconnectedness of all things in the cosmos, and underscores the importance of understanding and appreciating the fundamental forces that shape our universe. Section 9. The importance of understanding gravity. As we continue to explore the cosmos and unravel the mysteries of the universe, our understanding of gravity will be paramount. Gravity is not just a force that keeps us grounded, it is the very fabric that holds the universe together. Without gravity, stars would not form, planets would not orbit, and life as we know it would not exist. It is the glue that binds galaxies and the force that drives the motion of celestial bodies. From the search for extraterrestrial life to the development of new technologies, gravity will play a central role in shaping our future. Scientists and engineers are constantly finding new ways to harness the power of gravity, from space travel to energy generation. Understanding gravity can lead to breakthroughs in propulsion systems, allowing spacecraft to travel further and faster than ever before. It can also inspire innovations in architecture and engineering, enabling the construction of structures that can withstand the forces of nature. By studying gravity, we gain a deeper appreciation for the delicate balance that makes life on Earth possible. Gravity affects everything from the flow of rivers to the migration patterns of animals. It influences the weather, the tides, and even the growth of plants. By understanding how gravity interacts with other natural forces, we can better protect our environment and ensure the sustainability of our planet. We learn about the forces that shaped our planet, our solar system, and the universe itself. Gravity has played a crucial role in the formation of Earth, guiding the accumulation of matter that eventually led to the creation of our world. It continues to influence geological processes such as the movement of tectonic plates and the formation of mountains. By studying these processes, we can gain insights into the history of our planet and the dynamics of other celestial bodies. And we gain a greater understanding of our place in the grand scheme of things. Gravity connects us to the cosmos, reminding us that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. It is a force that transcends time and space, linking the past, present, and future. By exploring the mysteries of gravity, we can unlock the secrets of the universe and discover our true potential as a species. So the next time you feel the pull of gravity holding you to the Earth, take a moment to appreciate this fundamental force. It is a constant presence in our lives, shaping our experiences and guiding our actions. Whether we are climbing a mountain, flying in an airplane, or simply walking down the street, gravity is always at work, silently influencing our every move. It is the invisible hand that shapes our universe, the silent guardian that keeps our planet in its orbit, and the very essence of our existence. Gravity is more than just a scientific concept. It is a profound and awe-inspiring force that connects us all. By understanding and appreciating gravity, we can deepen our connection to the world around us and the universe beyond.